Listening viewers, man, welcome back to our very first one-on-one episode. Miss Narria knows with my sister. Graduate from Fortis, CEO of Real Pretty Faces.
Yeah, founder.
Mother of two. Graduate alumni from PHS.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell me that.
Don't tell me about that. What should we?
Alumni
Daughter of Coach Jack and Ms. Nina Nobles. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Let's start there. Tell us a little bit about your upbringing in Pensacola.
I mean, I was a suburb kid, you know. I'm from the hood, but I ain't from the hood.
Where we grew up at?
Where we grew up at?
Tell
Ooh, Orton. Y'all know I ain't go outside though. I ain't like going outside. I ain't even ride that bike. Ain't even ride that bike. Yeah, I was a suburb kid, spoiled, sheltered.
For the people that's not from Pensacola, how would you describe our city?
It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's just boring.
Now it's just boring.
It's boring. That's just because I've been here so long. It's just boring.
Maybe because you older now, less things.
Yeah, it ain't fun like it. It ain't fun like it. When we was kids, the world just seemed so big. Now we adults, and it's like it's so small here.
Yeah, here or the world? The world seems smaller.
Pensacola.
The city.
Yeah, the city is just small.
Yeah. So recently though, you kind of expanded outside the city. Speak on that.
I live in Atlanta. I'm an Atlanta girl.
What influenced that move?
My makeup mostly. I mean, it's just people in Florida kind of have their favorites. Not even so much as Florida, Pensacola. Everybody got their favorites and who they go to. And so it's hard growing the business when people already have their favorites, you know? So
ain't they do a favorite though? Don't you got a
favorite?
favorite?
I mean, my girls that come to me, they have favorites, but like I said, the city is so small. So like it's hard for a business to actually grow the way you want it to when you live in a small city. I mean, I stepped into an industry where people had already made their marks, so it was even hard getting the clientele that I did get while I was here. And I mean, eventually I want the makeup to kind of just take over, so I was just like, I need to move where something is bigger. I mean, Atlanta is huge.
Yeah.
Atlanta is huge. It don't matter if girls got their favorites. It's probably 50 more other girls who will come, you know. So it was mostly my makeup, and then more money in the medical field that I'm in now. More money.
No money, no power.
More money. I want to make real.
So is it truly more business ventures in Atlanta, or is it more people just trying? More people trying. Let me say that. I don't know. That's what I feel like.
I feel like
when more entrepreneurs that's just
when you're
really trying in Atlanta.
When you're in a bigger city, because we probably got a shit ton of entrepreneurs here,
right,
and we just don't know about it.
That's what I'm saying.
City's so damn small. People don't really know how to get their business out there, but Atlanta's huge. So you could sell anything in Atlanta, to be honest, and capitalize on it. Atlanta is so big, and it's really a good place. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's a fast life." It's really a good place. Even if I decided to move elsewhere, in the future, I can grow my business in Atlanta.
So outside of business, what's some of the pros to staying in Atlanta? Outside of the business.
Going out. The club.
Let me ask you this.
The club, the food.
Beauty enhancement, what would you call that?
What? Like makeup?
Makeup, eyelashes and stuff like that. Because I say that little field is kind of like blowing up, right?
Yeah.
So like, is the competition competitive? Or is it kind of like y'all girls are more like uplifting?
So yeah, I love my
the lashes, the makeup.
I love my makeup sisters. I love my makeup sisters, Jerry's, Tasha. I love my makeup sisters. level. And I get on their nerve. I'm always asking them. But the good thing about it, though, like, what I've noticed in my makeup field, the girls that I interact with, none of them are competitive. Mm-hmm. If I have a question, I could ask any of them. Like, they don't mind answering. And it's not no, like, why the fuck are you asking? You know, like, shit, yeah. No.
They down
like,
here, they in Atlanta.
They're here.
They here?
Yeah,
right.
They're here. So, and we do, Jared started doing makeup mixers earlier this year. Mm-hmm. Not this year, we in 2024, so last year. And it's really like a group of girls who are either already established in the makeup field, wanting to learn about it, or just just want general information. We go to brunch, talk about our favorite products, talk about what's next for our business, eat, drink, Mm-hmm. So I would not say that it's like a competitiveness here. Now in Atlanta, I'm not sure because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know any other girls personally who do makeup in Atlanta. So I don't know yet. Them bitches try.
Okay, we're gonna move along to. Do you believe in gender roles in society?
What you mean, like the man gotta pay all the bills?
Gender role, not in the household, in society. Oh, do you believe in gender roles in society? Because nowadays with this whole like the pronoun war, he, she, they, it's kind of the roles is kind of like everything in the air for real.
It's like, just, I don't know. I don't really.
Do you feel like there is specific roles like?
I mean, I wouldn't say much for it as like society, household, yeah, but like the society, I just feel like honestly, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Like. If a woman do this, she just gonna do it. If a man do that, he just gonna do it. Now the household is different. This society, I don't really care about.
All right, speak to the household.
The household.
Don't be flagging either now.
Oh, the household.
So
I
feel like.
Let me get you close up.
Let me see. I guess it is 50-50. I feel like if.
Describe 50-50. What you mean by
50-50, like you split everything down the middle. Rent, light bill, water bill, anything for the house. Like yeah. Uh-huh. I do feel as if both of us going to work, if I got to go to work 8 hours out the day and you go to work 8 hours out the day, then when it comes to taking care of home, like cleaning and cooking, don't be looking at me to do that shit every day. Because I went to work and I'm tired, just like you went to work and you tired. Yeah. So, if you get home and you like, dinner ain't ready, I might pop your ass.
But them gender roles, though, like you said,
but that's
gender
what I'm
roles
saying, in the house.
In the house. So, you believe in gender roles in the house?
In the house. So, I do. But I feel like if it was the old times where I ain't working, I'm a housewife, I'm take care of kids every day. And if you come home and then they ain't ready, that's my fault. But if I walked in the house an hour before you, I done picked the kids up from school. We done just got home. Yeah. You got home an hour after I did. What the hell make you think I'm finna conjure up some shit?
So what would it look like?
So I feel like
y'all get home. Let's say he get off before you. He got off. He go pick the kids up. Him and the kids made it home at 5. You made it in at 6. What would you like to come home?
So my thing. What I would like to come home to?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, man, do he need to have the kids bathed and clean up everything?
I want him
you can just come and cook?
I want him to at least have the kids' baths out the way. Baths, and if they have homework, it's only started on it. So that way, when I come home, I can, get ready to cook or even, because, I'm a mom. So, honestly, at the end of the day, the women not necessarily takes care of the household, but we keep the household together.
And make it home.
Yeah. So, it's like, if I come home from work and I gotta do homework, I gotta get baths, and I gotta cook, and you come home and you put your feet up on my coffee table and you watching football.
Yeah, some gonna have to give. Some gotta give.
Some gotta goddamn give.
Okay, now let's on the reverse side. You coming home first. you get the kids and all that, and you come home 2 hours before him. Now, this on the everyday thing, then, like, when...
Nah, I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't like cooking every day. So, some days, I'll probably be like, hey, let's eat out. Mm-hmm. You know, I'd rather not cook today. I don't feel like it, or I ain't had a good day. Let's eat out. I do not like cooking every day. Yeah. Because a lot of the food goes to waste. Kids picky. True. You don't always have the taste for the leftovers the next day. You know, so I don't like cooking every day for that specific reason. Now, if I get a husband who is like, I handle all the bills. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to come out your pocket for nothing but except, you know, stuff that you want. Then I would make it my business if he want dinner every night. Mm-hmm. I would make it my business. But if I gotta take money out my account the same way you taking out your account to pay for these bills, you don't need to be looking at me for too much extra now. Yeah.
Now, but that's 50-50 though still.
Even if we're going 50-50. If we're going 50-50, you don't need to be looking at me for too much extra. Nah, I'm so for real. I mean, because it's just being a mom.
So what bills do the man really supposed to take care of though? Like,
honestly, so when I had my apartment, both apartments, the first one, we did half on rent. He did the lights. I did cable.
Both of y'all cut the rent down in half.
We cut the rent in half. He took a bill. I took a bill.
Okay, cool. That's fair.
When I had my last apartment, well, it was just me though. That don't count. Yeah. But when that nigga was laying up in my house.
Well, what's the stipulation?
He was paying.
Let's say you got a nigga laying with you, but y'all ain't had that conversation like he's staying.
Oh, I'm finna have that conversation.
Stop capping. Stop capping. Okay, but look, okay.
That last nigga was not laying up in my house for free. He wasn't laying up in my house for fun. Goddamn it! I'm so for real.
Let's say it do happen though.
It's not with me.
I'm talking. Okay, with you, yeah.
That shit ain't flying.
But conversation sake though. Let's say y'all have been filming, sliding by. Y'all been dancing for about 2 weeks. Now you talking about? Shit, you have been here. You gonna help me out on the bill? Yeah.
So it's like a when should we have a conversation?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's a better question.
I feel like
when should y'all have it? Yeah.
Because I had that conversation moving in. I had that conversation moving in because I knew he was gonna be there. Now, if I had my own spot already and then a nigga came, I would say probably after a month, kind of feel it out and see if he actually like just coming to stay a night, 2 nights, or if his ass really trying to move in my shit. And if a month go by and he there, I need back pay.
All right, let's get on woman empowerment because this is a big conversation I've been seeing on social media lately. Real quick, describe what woman empowerment is to you.
Woman empowerment to me is regardless of gender, because we got some, you know, regardless of gender, race, ethnicity, anything. If it's women, we should all be speaking life into each other, regardless of whatever. Uplifting each other. It should. I hate seeing the negativity with females back and forth, cause Nicki Minaj got making the stallion fucked up right now.
Look, see, look, that be the main look.
But I ain't gonna speak on it in case I get famous on this podcast and Nicki Minaj try to air me the fuck out.
Man, girls be the main ones going that girls go.
Yeah, girls are mean as fuck.
Yeah,
girls are mean as fuck.
But then y'all want to goddamn put it on us to help y'all goddamn preach y'all woman empowerment. But then
I
Facebook,
feel like
it's
women
all
should
females
be preaching it. Women should be.
If you get on Facebook, you gonna see a girl making a sneak diss post, or you feel me? Somebody making something talking about how somebody watching at the club last night.
How many of these
she's sleeping with somebody's baby dad or some shit like that. Like, what woman empowerment come in with all that?
There is no woman empowerment in that.
song by fucking somebody else baby dad and
okay, we can sing that. That don't mean that's what we doing.
But y'all.
I feel like, I mean, we can't put what is that word? That's entertainment. Like people, they saying all that because they know
but
they gonna.
But they live by them though.
Some people do, not everybody.
Actually apply,
but you can't fault the people who's making the lyrics for that.
Right.
I didn't tell you to go out there and fuck her baby daddy.
But y'all promoting the music still though.
Because we like the music, but that don't mean that's what we doing. I mean, it's a lot of shit. I mean, niggas rap about selling drugs. A nigga could be a 9-to-5, clean nose motherfucker. And guess what he bumping on the way to his 9-to-5? Young boy. That don't mean he, you know, he want to be a part of that life. But that's entertainment.
Yeah. So
you can't put it on like, oh, well, y'all sang it, so y'all doing it.
So you feel so?
I don't do that shit.
People got to be able to goddamn separate the two.
Yes,
yeah.
And that's where having your own mind comes in at.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I sang Sexy Red.
So how you feel about it? Do you feel like a nigga if you like? Do you feel like a man right if you just take a let me say this, if like he scroll down your page and he just, you feel me, see everything you posting and see all your pictures and he kind of just take a overall judgment on you based off the stuff you post and what's on your page. Do you feel like that's right for me to do?
No. Because I'm funny as fuck on Facebook.
But
now y'all know I'm a Facebook comedian.
I'm saying though, but how you feel like that ain't
that's
right
my
though?
Career.
That's all something you got to go off of.
That's my
nowadays.
Career. But that's not a grown man doing that.
Doing what?
Doing the judgment. That's not a grown man. And even, I mean, people go on social media to kind of just laugh, joke. Like, then you got the people who do take it serious. But I don't take
then you got the people that's just immature with it. I say
that. I don't take none of that shit serious. And I mean, if a nigga judge me
but
off
even
of my
the fact
Facebook,
that you don't
then he
see
just...
it.
I mean, it just...
So do you feel like you? Do you feel like? Let me say this. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like you an influencer? Do you feel like you got influence? Cause I really feel like a lot of times nowadays, everybody want to try to build their channel up. Everybody want to try to get them followers, and then be kind of like lackadaisical with the influence. Oh, he ain't doing that. Oh,
if I do influence people,
else.
I don't know.
I'm saying, do you know you an influencer though? Do you feel like you an influencer?
Not really. My page ain't set up for that.
I ain't talking about page.
Oh, I thought we still
too.
on social media.
You was a whole coach.
I thought we was still on social media. No, yes, I am an influence. Hell yeah. I love my girls.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you like? You know what I'm trying to. You know
but I separate the two. Like when
I'm
doing
like it's
my
enough for that female like.
When I do my
well, y'all not really promoting.
When I do my work in the community, it don't like I don't be like how I am online.
That's what I'm saying. Promote it online too. Like
I mean, I do. Y'all know I be posting about my. I post about my T-ball team, my baseball team. We the shit. Shout out to Hey Ladies. I love my T-ball team.
And look, that's what I'm saying. Them little girls, like I don't know, bro. Because I guess it's the same for niggas though. That's
but
why,
you just gotta have enough. You gotta have enough people doing it to see it. And everybody, I mean, you gotta think about it. When we was young, everybody was real involved in our youth, everything. Mm-hmm. Like, but now you got parents. I done had girls on my team 2 years straight. I've never seen them all at a game.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But, so you can't. It's a different world now. And as much as we want it to be the same, like, certain things you can't force on people. Like, I wish the games would be packed out. Like, we used to, man, people would literally come just to see us play. Yeah. Like,
for real though.
Football and baseball.
It
was a crowd. Like, that shit felt like high school. But now, it's like you barely got a 5-piece in the stands.
They don't see it no more.
But I do feel like when COVID hit, everybody kind of got lazy. Because I saw the lack of after COVID. I saw how many people stopped coming out. I saw how many people weren't as involved, and I think COVID did give everybody a reason to be lazy. And now it's just harder for people to
get back to the normal.
Get back, yeah, because I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like, even me at my grown age, I was at football games early in the goddamn morning running with the boys up and down the sideline. Because, I mean, I like stuff like that. I've grown up with that. It's nice to see the boys,
right.
you know. But I really feel like after COVID, everybody was just like, fuck it. I see my kid. Yeah. They can play. The coach will come pick them up. I ain't got to drop them off. I ain't got to go to the game. The coach will pick them up. I just drop them off at the game. I ain't got to stay. Mm-hmm. Parents, they got lazy.
So, can you, when it comes to that, like, when it comes to influencing the kids, like, can we bring is it the parents' fault or is it the community fault?
Parents.
The parents.
Parents, for sure. You have to hold the parents accountable. And to the full extent. Mm-hmm. Because there's no reason that you signed your child up for a sport, you paid for them to play the sport, but you know where to be found when they're actually in action.
In the sport.
Me as the coach, I can only tell you what time the game and where it's going to be at. Mm-hmm. I can't physically go to your house and put you in that car and make you come to that game.
What if you had to point it out? What would you like? Why you say like? Why would you think the mom was gonna be there?
I mean, cause I've been there. Mm-hmm. Like I was a coach, so I'm seeing. I had 12 girls on my team. Out of those 12 girls, I probably saw 5 of the parents at every game. Mm-hmm. That I should have seen every last parent at that game, mama and the dad.
Especially they girls.
They girls, regardless, girls or boys. Yeah. Like I should have saw the mama and the goddamn daddy at the game. It should have been a 24 piece in that damn crowd. You know, and the stands should have been filled up with parents alone. Forget the people who just came just to see the game. It should have been the parents. Mm-hmm. So I've been there, even with cheerleading. You know, they like I'll drop them off and call me when it's over.
Right. So we gotta hold the parents accountable.
You gotta hold the parents accountable.
All right. Describe the term emotional abuse. Emotional abuse, and then go into detail.
You finna trigger me?
No, nigga, I'm asking you.
You about to trigger me?
Give me some game. Emotional abuse.
Emotional.
This not shit niggas talk about. You feel me? But this is female conversation.
Let me see my glasses.
That's emotional abuse.
Emotional abuse. I feel like it's all about anything negative that you have to say to your significant other. If I'm a fat bitch and you walk around this house every day and you like fat ass bitch, that's emotional abuse. If we argue, if we arguing every day and you think of the most hurtful shit to say to me while we arguing,
that's verbal abuse.
Emotional. That's emotional too. Because if you think about it, after I go sit down at night and I think about what the fuck you naturally said to me,
yeah,
bitch, you had me fucked up.
That's
what
said it.
Yep, you had me fucked up. What you said.
Yeah.
And I might be in the bathroom crying, like. But yeah. So I feel like it's anything that's negatively said to your significant other, emotional abuse, or lack of support, the cheating, like all of that shit goes hand in hand.
Is it always like? I mean, actually, is like, can it be unintentional? Like, cause sometimes that nigga just emotionally unavailable, but can that lead to like, damn, this shit just felt like emotional abuse? Cause this nigga just went nuts. Like I was going through the shit by myself.
I feel
or is it always intentional?
I feel like it's intentional. If you have a specific situation like that, and if she's calling on you for help and she's calling on for you to just be there and you just like, nah, it's intentional. Uh-huh. Now, they always say you're supposed to know your significant other. You don't always know when something is wrong with them. Like as much as you know, as much as you want to, you don't always know. So if people don't start opening their mouth and saying, I feel a way about this, I'm feeling this way today, people not gonna know. And honestly, I'm not no goddamn psychic or a mind reader. Like, I don't know if you had a bad day at work unless you tell me.
Right.
I don't know if you're going through it unless you tell me. So if you don't tell me, I'ma just assume you're alright. Yeah. Cool. So. Yeah. And then if people double back and say, you weren't there when I was going through it, well, shit, I didn't know your ass was going through it.
That's some shit.
You know, I can't always tell when you...
But y'all know everything else, shit.
Yeah.
But y'all don't know when a nigga ain't hit see that. But y'all don't know when a nigga ain't happy. How y'all don't know that? Huh?
I know when my niggas ain't happy, bitch.
Nah, for real, though.
I always knew when my nigga wasn't happy.
Bring it around. Emotional abuse, bring it back around. Closing sentence.
Don't do emotional abuse, guys.
Don't do emotional abuse. We gotta get better with that. We're gonna have some more guys.
Don't do emotional abuse, guys.
What's the biggest threat to black relationships? Why these people ain't? Why it ain't lasting?
Kids.
Mm-hmm. Speak on it.
Kids. People just having kids. People are having kids before they really know their significant other. And then, and I've talked to both of y'all about it. When you are growing as a person, you got your, I got my girl with me, whatever. When you're growing as a person, your significant other is going to look at you as you grow. And you're either going to grow into someone that they love or someone that they don't like. And the end of the relationship is going to come from, I don't like the person you become. You ever heard somebody say that? I don't like the person you become. Yeah. But you grown into, like, that's who you...
Nah, that's for real.
That's who you are. Yeah. And when people have kids, 18, 19, 20, oh, I love him. We can have a baby.
She start that love.
And then they don't know that person. Like, I know you childhood. And you might have been everything I wanted when we was in high school. Then we grow up, and my mind has changed, your mind has changed. I want different things now. You may want different things now, and it may not be the same things. But when you throw a baby in the midst of you growing up, it just don't even.
It don't mix.
Because now it's a thing to where I'm no longer growing as a woman. I'm growing as a mom.
How you feel about the term? If we don't grow together, we grow apart.
I definitely feel that way. That's 100% correct.
We don't grow together, we
because
grow apart.
where else we gonna grow if we ain't growing together?
But sometimes I feel like we can goddamn like confuse it with growing pains though. Like some of this shit you just can't get away from. And it's like I don't really know like what they mean when they say like hard times in a relationship or shit. I guess it's just... I mean... when y'all just can't seem to understand each other for real.
Yeah, and I mean, some people, but that's why I say, some people grow through those things, and it brings them closer together. Some people grow, and it separates them. And I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I thought I was gonna be with their daddy till the day I died.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me 6 years ago who you gonna marry, I would have been like, Nathan Little Armore Jr. And goddamn, you ask me now if I marry that motherfucker? Hell no. But he's still growing. And I've had to kind of sit back and evaluate him. He's still growing. Right. He has not reached his full capacity as a man yet.
Right.
You know? And so I have to just let him grow. Now, in the process of watching all this over the years, I've noticed that this is not a person that I want to be with. And that's fine.
That's fine.
That's perfectly fine.
Totally
so
fine.
You take a step back and leave the shit where it's at. And he's still growing. But when a lot of damage is done in the process of the two of you trying to find each other, even if 5 years from now he's the perfect man for me, it's a lot of shit that I would look back on and I'd be like, I just can't. I just can't. Now, it's like I have to just let him do him. And I have to let him figure his shit out.
Right.
Like, man-wise and father-wise. I have to just let him. I had to learn that. I had to learn stop trying to turn him into the father you want him to be and let him be the father that he wants to be. Mm-hmm. And for years, I was just like, no, you supposed to be this kind of daddy. Because that's how my daddy is.
That's how my daddy is.
You supposed to be this kind of daddy. And he would just be like, so I had to just be like, shit, be the daddy that you want to be. You know, and I had to grow up and be like, all I need to worry about is being the mom that I'm supposed to be to the girls. Right. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing I can control. I can't control how he parents his children, how he fathers his children. I can't control any of that. And I think the problem that I had was that was the first time I realized I have no control. And it was driving me crazy because it was like, I've always been in control when it came to me and him. And when we start having kids and I started seeing shit that I couldn't force him to do, I was like, fuck up now. You know? So I had to you gotta just let people be. But when you growing up with a child in the mix, regardless, honestly, I feel like if you have not grown to who you are going to be before you have a child, don't have no kids until you are, because people are moving too fast. They want fairy tale lives at these young ages with, these men and these women. But then the person that you think you want, you really don't. And you see things that you don't like about them. And now you've had a baby. Now you stuck for 18 years. You stuck for the rest of your life. I don't give a fuck. 18 years is a myth. Because even after 18 years, you got college. They're going to get married. They're going to have kids. So you stuck. You bound with this person for the rest of your life. So don't bound yourself. So
kids.
Yeah.
That's the biggest threat.
The biggest threat to black.
Well said.
To black people relationships.
Said. Very well said. Let me ask you this: does the term masculine woman sound insensitive?
I don't like the way that sounds.
Or is it some truth to it? Don't cap now.
I don't want to be no masculine ass woman.
You know some truth to it though, or is it just insensitive?
I feel like it's made up. I don't know who the hell made that shit up.
But is it some
who
truth
the hell
to
told
it?
y'all to call us masculine?
The same who told y'all to call us
soft.
What's the other word they be using more?
Feminine.
No, the other word, sassy. Yeah. I mean, it goes. But I'm saying, but do you feel like some truth to it though?
Sassy ass. I feel like it. I don't like the way that sounds because it's making me sound manly, and I'm just a girl.
Masculine though.
I'm just a girl.
But if a nigga call you that mean.
I feel like if a man calls me masculine, it's kind of
offensive. It should.
No, I wouldn't even say offensive. It's kind of a compliment because that means I'm on my shit. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? If he like, damn, she masculine. Not like appearance wise. Yeah. You mean like they got their shit together, they masculine. I kind of would be like, you mad I got my shit together?
No, I'm talking about if a nigga ass snapping, going at your ass with it.
Then he's
emotionally
abusing me, and we said we wasn't gonna do that shit no more.
This ain't letting nigga do that.
He said we wasn't gonna do that shit no more.
So ain't no truth to it.
I feel like it's true to it, but I just don't like that term. Maybe a different term. Like, I just don't like the way that sounds.
But it's some truth to it.
Because we just girls. That's it.
That's what they say.
I'm just a girl.
Is it hard to be emotionally vulnerable or emotionally available in a relationship? Because that come with work too.
Now, for me, no. Y'all know I'm crying to me now.
I'm saying, we different though, but
yeah.
It takes work still because you got to know who to be soft for and who to open up for too.
I feel like, you say, is it hard?
Yeah.
For some people, I feel like it was, with my past relationship, it was very hard for him to be emotional available because of his background and his past and what he went through. So I had to try extra hard just to get him to open up, And I mean, shit, I still ain't cracked that motherfucking egg open the way I wanted it to be. Yeah. But I got somewhere. But I feel like for some people it is. It's very hard to be emotionally available.
And what you think that stems from? Trauma?
Trauma.
Or you just like understanding like some
trauma.
people just...
I feel like it's trauma, and I feel like it has to do with everything as far as childhood. You know, growing the way they were raised, past relationships, you know, all of that trauma. Because you do get some people who they've been hurt so many times, and it's kind of to the point to where they're just like, I don't want to get hurt no more, so I'm gonna put my wall up, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the minute they lay it down, they feel like they're going to get let down. So I do feel like for some people, it's trauma.
So how in your relationship, or let's say somebody in a relationship with you, how you get past it? If once you spotted, they're like, dang, this man.
You have to.
This man kind of like.
What's the word?
That boy dragging his feet with me. Like,
Damn, what's the word that girls always say they want? It's on the tip of my tongue. You have to constantly show them that you're there. That you are available when they are ready to open up. Reciprocation. You have to reciprocate.
Okay, yeah.
You have to reciprocate. You just gotta constantly let them know, like, I'm here if you want to talk. And I had to do that. What? I had to do it a lot. Like, are you okay? No. Well, what's wrong? Nothing. Well, when you ready to tell me, you know, I'm here, you know. But you do get some people where they just don't like being asked what's wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Even though you can tell something
like,
wrong.
What's the word? It kind of like make them feel like they like people like kind of trying to pull the answer out of them.
And I mean, half the time we are.
We are
because if something is wrong with you, if I can help you through it, I would want to help you through it. But if you're gonna keep on telling me nothing, I feel like when you,
it don't feel good to hurt somebody.
No, it doesn't. But if you moved on.
But that don't mean they moved on.
No, but listen. If it's been like 5-6 months, you know, he got a girlfriend, I got me a thing going. For us to have a conversation, I feel like it would open up that box again. You know, and it wouldn't be good for neither one of us. Now I can reflect to myself like, Janari, you was dead ass fucking wrong. Don't do that shit with this new nigga. Then that's enough for me. But I know me. If I reach out to that motherfucker and be like, hey, Steve, I was just writing you to say that I was wrong.
Yeah. He
gonna reply. That's one. He's gonna reply. And then it just opens the door for more communication, which eventually would be unhealthy for the both of us.
You think so? I feel like it can go either way though. Somebody just wrote me like 2 years ago.
For me.
And that shit just kind of like lifted a whole
I feel like it would be unhealthy.
I still thinking about shit like that.
I feel like it would be unhealthy for me.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to establish something new with this new man that I'm dealing with, and then I reach out to him just.
But let's say you ain't got nothing new though. Let's say you ain't got nothing new on the table.
But he does, and I don't want to disrespect.
Either one of y'all like let's say this shit done, but it's about 2 months fresh off the table. So we both still going through the motions.
So if neither one of us got,
we still feel like
if neither one of us got,
let's say goddamn, we stayed out too late.
Let me say this.
Say it.
Because I don't care who's gonna get mad.
Because I'm the type nigga, I ain't
if I ain't got nobody,
I'm gonna go get mine.
If I ain't got nobody,
you mine still.
And he ain't got nobody,
you mine still.
I'm going to get my nigga back.
Man, you mine still.
I'm going to get my nigga back.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, okay, we chilling, we let this shit breathe by 2 months.
It been longer than that for me though. It been almost a year.
I'm saying though, like, just for conversation's sake, we done let it breathe about 2 months, but we know it's petty. But it's over shit, said and done, like, you feel me? But the female was the one who got down, whatever you call the conflict. Do you, like, you being a female, is you gonna try to open up the contact?
If I want you back, yes.
And you know what I'm saying? Like,
now,
let's go back to more questions, like, do females reflect? Like, do you reflect and, like, try to reconcile the relationship, or y'all just be like?
I mean, I've had y'all know I went through hell and back with that nigga. But for 3 of the years that we was dealing with each other, we was broken up for 2. You know? And it was just a thing to where I would fuck up. I fucked up the most in my past relationship. But I was childish too. Like my way of thinking. I had been nigga free for years. I was doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do for a long time. Cause y'all know me and Ep1 together when we had now. So my mindset was, you can't tell me what the fuck. I can do what I want to do. You know? Not even thinking about what the fuck I'm doing. So I would say the last year that we were together was my reflection year. And I was just like, damn, Narria.
That's some shit.
Yeah, you know, like, how the fuck was you doing that? And I mean, I had the conversation with him prior to us even parting ways. Like, I fucked up. I didn't realize I hurt you when I did this. Like, we had this conversation.
So girls do apologize. That's
I apologize. I don't know what the mother hoes do.
Do you got friends that apologize though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So girls do apologize. Yeah. So don't settle for a bitch who don't apologize.
Hell no.
All right. That's all.
Don't settle for her.
Cause you know another female to take, man. Girls don't apologize.
Oh no, I apologize. Everybody's doing an apology. You know.
True enough. That's how you feel. That's how. We're going to fast forward to something else. What does black heaven look like to you?
Black heaven?
Black heaven. Let's get on the spiritual side.
Damn. I don't.
Because, you know, there's so much talks about how black people misplaced, how we over here, we really from over here, woo-woo over here, woo-woo over here. So, like, what does black heaven look like to you?
I never really thought about that, to be honest. I don't try to think about that a lot because I ain't ready to go. But
nigga, you can have heaven on earth.
I thought you mean like heaven up there with the Lord.
No, I'm talking about black heaven, like whatever heaven consists of you.
So my luxury life.
Yeah.
My luxury life. I want to be first and foremost financially stable. If I say I want to go to Mexico right now, I ain't got to wait on my motherfucking paycheck to do it. I want to be financially stable. I want to have a job where I don't have to work too hard to see my pay. Like, I don't want to be working like a damn slave. I don't want to work fucking $90, $100.
Everybody's slave to something, though.
A goddamn big ass paycheck.
Yeah.
Shit, I want to be my own goddamn slave, working for my damn self. Shit, benefiting from me. I want my kids to be set before they even have to think about anything. Like, I just want everything paid for them. Whenever they're ready to start driving, pick a pair of keys. It's a car in the garage. Yeah. If they decide they want to move out and get a place,
but will you do? Okay,
mommy will furnish it and mommy will put you in it.
They'll value the stuff.
I feel like if you teach them.
Yeah.
Now, we ain't just handing this shit out now. So let me.
To us, it might look like or feel like we not.
Let me just back up. Now, I ain't gonna say, oh, I know you wrecked 2 cars last week, but there's the keys to get another one. No, I ain't just giving you shit now. Yeah. Everything has to be earned. But I want them to know that if I do what I'm supposed to do, the reward is much greater than I expected. I don't want them to ever have to put down on no car. I don't want them to have no car note. I don't even want them to have no rent. Like, if I can help it, I will pay my kids rent.
Shit.
I don't want them to worry about nothing until they have grown into the adult they want to be. And then when it's time for them to start a family and buy a house and all that stuff, it's easier for them to do it. Because they ain't had to be an adult at the age of 19. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, no, they ain't had to struggle in their early 20s.
Protect their innocence.
Yeah. So when they ready for it,
yeah,
it's easier for them to get. I want to get them the world if I could.
Best advice ever gave to you about maneuvering through this world. Best advice ever gave.
The best advice ever given to me. Let me think about this. Because me and my cousin, we talk. I would say the best advice that has been given to me was to put myself first in all aspects of life. Mm-hmm. So that means relationship-wise, finance-wise, friend-wise. In any aspect of life, mm-hmm. I need to be the first one that I think about. Because a lot of times I don't even think about my damn self. Monica gonna get her goddamn hair done. Look at my goddamn nails. Look a fucking mess. I don't even think about myself a lot. Mm-hmm. I buy so much shit for them. I get paid and I think about what I can buy my kids. So I would say that's the best advice that has ever been given to me, is to put myself first in all aspects of mm-hmm. life.
Alright, that's a good one. Closing question. It really ain't a question. This is just to ask about your perspective. Children and parents. Like, speak on the apology. Who deserve the apology when it comes to children and parents, and how do you feel like that whole problem should go about?
So I feel like.
Or how do you go about? Let's say that. How do you go about apologizing
with my kids?
Yeah.
I apologize to my kids if I flip my shit over something small. After it and all, you know, of course, in the moment I'm like, what the fuck, and I'm just going off. And then after it dies down, like and it's mostly with Lonnie, because she's the oldest, so she gets in trouble for more shit. And I have to tell her, listen, Mommy didn't mean to yell at you like that, but you have to understand when you do these things, it makes Mommy upset. So Mommy's going to try not to yell like that, and I want you to work on doing what you're supposed to do. Simple. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to us in our adult life, it ain't that simple. It ain't that simple. I feel like the parent should be the one to reach out to the child, and the child should have their ear open mm-hmm. the entire time. It's not a thing to where you trying to apologize, I don't want to hear what you got to say. Because they don't really, not going to say they don't have to, but a lot of parents not finna apologize for shit. They think, I'm the mama and the daddy, you the child, you listen to me. I'm superior because I'm your mom or your dad. So I do feel like the parent has to reach out to the child to get the conversation started. Mm-hmm. And if in the process, not even in the process, if past experiences where things have been said out the parent's mouth and the child's mouth, then that is also the time for the child to then apologize for the disrespect. I'm sorry if I said or did anything. Everybody, I'm big on accountability. Mm-hmm. So it's not a thing to where, oh, you the mom and daddy, you wrong. You wrong, but that child also didn't have to say whatever they said right. to rebuttal. So in a sense, all of us are wrong. I started it, but we all wrong. Yeah. So I do feel like the parent has to be the one to open up that box. And then that gives the child the opportunity to be like, you know what, when that happened, I said some things, I did some things, and I do want to apologize for that. And I mean, it is harder to do when you're an adult. It's harder to apologize when you're an adult than it is when you're a child.
Because the parent should initiate it, and the child should be open ears.
Yeah. If the parents say, listen, I want to talk to you about some things, I just want to apologize for this, that, and the third, the child should definitely be listening, and the child should definitely apologize if they have done anything also to be disrespectful to that parent.
Alright. Parents, apologize. Kids, listen. That's what I gotta say in closing. Anything in closing, so. What you got coming up?
No, I just want to say I'm just a girl. I'm just living the girl life.
Shout out to social media.
Social media, no, because I just told everybody I be playing on
Man, tell them
I be playing on Facebook.
TikTok. We're gonna put it on.
My TikTok is Narria Nobles. Follow my makeup page at realprettyfaces_by Narria. Y'all can follow me on Instagram too because I be posting pictures. It's J_extra. Don't follow me on Facebook. I play too much on them. Don't.
That's another episode of G-Cast. I'm your boy G.
I'm Narria.
And we'll see y'all next time, man. We out.